Hey, this is another episode of Candice Michelle Views where I give my opinion on what I am viewing on any mainstream media platform that you could think of. So today I'm going to go over Kelly Price. I do believe that Kelly Price was in the media recently over having the CVD 1923. Don't really like to say it or talk much about it because you can get a lot of cop issues with YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. And she is definitely a player in a game, especially when you have the C123V. I believe that it just shows you that they're definitely playing the game with the higher ups of the greedy and the grimy elites of the world that is harassing people that's just trying to live their life and be happy. So yeah, Kelly Price is no different. She is definitely helping them distract. She is helping them do whatever they need her to do so she could continue to live whatever life they allow them to live, of clearancy of, living in their homes or, having access to whatever they have access to. And they have to continue to do whatever they want to continue to have that access. So Kelly Price has been playing a double role. I'm not sure how many roles she's been playing because you can play multiple roles, but I just want to go over what recently stood out when she did say that she was missing and all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna get into that. I believe that Kelly Price has been playing the role of Akbar V from Love and Hip Hop, and we will get into the similarities of the two, but we are going to get into their storyline first because they always have a weird storyline that kind of connects and comes together in some type of form. So Kelly Price and Akbar does have somewhat of a crossing storyline, and we're going to get into that. So let's get into the story she was giving.
I am doing probably one of the last things that I would have expected to be doing right now. Wasn't feeling so well last night and got up this morning and went to the doctor and got checked out, went to a testing center. And
okay, so I don't really want her to say what she has because I don't like this stuff flagging that CVD 129. I don't like it flagging my page with that name. So she was missing, or something was going on where they were claiming her being missing, and then boom, she's found. First of all, why would her being like 40 something years old be missing? Like, where did you go where you'll be missing? Like, usually somebody that's like close to 50 is just going to the store and back home. But here she is. They claim she was missing, and then boom, she's found. And not only is she's found with this issue, right? So let's get into more stories of her.
I was in my home. I was being seen by doctors. At some point, they lost me. I woke up a couple of days later.
So did you get that?
I was never missing. I was in my home. I was being seen by doctors. At some point, they lost me.
They lost her.
Up a couple of days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was.
Wait, when you say they lost you, can you clarify what that means?
Yeah, I died.
Okay.
I died.
Do y'all hear this?
Yeah, I died.
Wow.
I died.
So you see what kind of weird stuff they got going on here. Not only did she say she was never missing, she was around 10 doctors and they lost her. And then they made her clarify it because this is scripted, y'all. And they made her make sure that she put in that scripted, whatever she's doing right here for TMZ. Because TMZ is the movie zone. The movie zone. That's what TMZ stands for. So, yeah, this is so weird. And I'm sick of these these people are just something else, and they'll do it with no remorse. They'll have this dense look in their eye. Like, I don't know what kind of MK Ultra mind control butterfly effect they got going on with these people, but they do not care about lying to us right in our faces, saying she was never missing, saying she woke up 10 days later, and they were asking her all these stupid questions. And yeah, and also she was aware that she died, and I guess miraculously came back to life because here she is. But let's listen to a little bit more.
It was some days later. I remember waking up in ICU, and the doctor asking me if I remembered what year it was. I'm sorry, not what day, if I knew what year it was.
Yeah,
Going
so you see the
into
script
the
really
hospital, I'd
matters, and they
actually
don't
had
like to
COVID
mess up
for
the
over a week,
lines.
but my conditions were progressing in the wrong direction from home. And
It's amazing how she's so ICU written. She's so out of it. She's so this and that. But yet here she is conducting interviews and looking like she did not just come out of an ICU, died and came back to life, born again, died again, born again. She doesn't look like she was in that kind of state of life. But here she is on TMZ and be able to do not only one but two interviews and was able to get her little wig done differently.
I was
Okay,
never
and
missing. I was in
look
my
at her
home. I
face.
was being
Everything
seen
looks
by doctors.
fine. Like
At
she doesn't
some
look like she's
point,
been through death
they
and
lost
back born
me.
again 10 days. You know what she's claiming. So here, whatever. So then out of that, this is what sparked up that she is Akbar, because
I was never
after
missing.
this
I was in my
weird
home. I
news
was
of her
being seen by
being missing, dying, sick, and coming back to do interviews looking just as fine as ever, they give us a railing of this.
Long as nobody put their hands on me or play like they throwing anything, I'm cool. Other than anything else under that.
Like, I don't know if you guys could
I
see
was
it or
never
not
missing. I was in my home. I was being seen by
already,
doctors.
but it's there.
For this shit,
Look at Akbar's face.
long as nobody put
It
their
looks
hands
very
on me
older.
or play like they throwing anything, I'm cool. Other than anything else under that.
Okay, let's look at the face. She definitely has an older lady face. They're just putting a lot of makeup. This is what they do with the secondary characters. They dress them up with a lot of makeup, a lot of
under that. It get wicked.
okay, and she probably died and was born again as Akbar. Okay. And they always play this dual role of one, Kelly Price. I don't know if she's a good girl or a bad girl, but she's not known as being a bad girl. She's more like a soulstress singer. And here she go with her alter ego, the secondary character, where she's a rapper, bad girl, want to fight, blah blah blah. This is when they throw them in these shows, with VH1 shows and things like that. Love and Hip Hop, and the new all-time low loser show to watch is the channel of Zeus. I don't know who's subscribing to something that's named Zeus with a bunch of black people playing on it, being ignorant, and it's titled Zeus. That's why I'm trying to explain to y'all, Zeus is not like a white gray-haired guy. This is more like a Jamaican, gray dreadlock. If you really look at Zeus and the characters that they have playing as him. But anyway, we're not going to get into that right now. But yes, very scripted. Same people, in my opinion. That's why they brought this to right after this scandal. This situation happened. This disappeared. And they do things like this all the time. And this is how I end up doing videos on people, because they put things right in your face and they do things right back behind each other. I'm going to do another video on someone else where I'm going to show you that they did a clip of him. Then boom, he came out with a video. So, and they're the same people. So they do this all the time, where they do double promotions of the same character, just to play with you guys' head, to be like, look, you can't even tell that, what we did here. Like, it's like some type of cool thing for them to show you, like, look what we did here, and they're not even noticing it. I notice it because it's easy to read out their symbolism and how they work and how they move. It's very easy to figure it out now. So, so the storylines are pretty much the same, where Kelly Price, she was very overweighted, and she miraculously lost a lot of weight, which is the same with Akbar. She was overweighted, and she's always constantly talking about how she lost the weight. And then here goes Kelly Price again playing a role, and this is how you know she is an actress, and she's playing numerous roles, where they had her in Catfish. And we're gonna take a look at that.
Been hiding something?
I think she might have been hiding
I
something.
think she was.
I don't think so.
All right, let's see. We got one more location to go, guys.
Yeah, so this is the episode of Antoine and Tony, where Tony right here, as you can see, very much of a transgender. You could tell this is clearly a man born, in my opinion, whatever. If I have to say on my opinion, I will say so, but it's obvious. And I wouldn't be surprised if the friend is one too, but they make it seem like it's a woman. And I would not be surprised if it's actually Kelly Price in fat suit playing the role of her saying that they was making fun of her being Kelly Price. Now, Antoine was supposed to be dating somebody named Tony, and we're gonna let the clip show you.
Abandoned.
Antoine was talking to Tony for 3 years over the internet, and this is what Catfish is all about.
Even if I knock, they can't open the door. It's padlocked.
So they went to numerous places trying to find Tony. This is like the last location, and like the friend is over here with the pink is over here helping out, and this is the friend of Antoine, the transgender, trying to help find Tony, locate Tony, right? So they're about to call it a quits.
Well, let's get back in the car. All right, it's cold. Let's go.
I don't want to get back in the car. Because I'm going to find something.
I mean, we're trying everything we can.
Twan, the reason why you stupid idiot can never find who Tony is because I'm Tony.
Okay, and this is so scripted because they're like, oh, let's get back. What do you want to say? And she's like, I got something to say. And then Antoine immediately believes exactly what she say. Like, if I was Antoine and I was talking to somebody named Tony for 3 years, it would take me a little bit of time to be like, what are you talking about, friend? Like, and then prove it, friend, because I've been talking to somebody for 3 years. I doubt it's you. But Antoine goes right into believing exactly, like, it's all scripted. It's very obvious.
What's going on?
Why the would you do that?
Right away, Antoine believes it.
Who Tony is because I'm Tony.
What's going on?
Why the would you do that?
No emotion, no surprise.
You should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
There we go.
Out for that little bitty though. That's fucked up. It's life. Deal with it.
So the whole show is basically about Kelly Price. If you really think about it, like, that was the grand finale, and this is an MTV show. They're using Kelly Price likeness. I'm pretty sure they cleared it with her, and then on top of that, she kind of resembles Kelly Price. So it's like, are you sure this isn't Kelly Price just playing a role? And this is like acting 101, and it's a bad acting job because it was no surprise that 3 years you talking to somebody.
What's going on?
I would have been a little bit more confused instead of just going right into believing her. I was like, you can't be Tony. Nope, not this, because it's so scripted, it's so bad. And then here goes the grand finale.
You should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price. You get mad out for that little bitty though. That's fucked up. It's life. Deal with it. It ain't no fucking Tony.
Wait a second.
Oh well. For real, 3 years? I'm thinking it's Tony. You ain't no Tony. It's life. You have to.
So you see the kind of game this is being played with these roles of these celebrities. So obviously the show Catfish is about someone playing a role of someone they're actually not. So they're acting like they're someone and then catfishing someone else by when you actually see them, they don't look or sound or act nothing like what they were portraying over online on the internet. So obviously this is somewhat connected to what Kelly Price is doing, where she's playing and catfishing people with other roles. Okay? All right? And she's a bad actor as she does it because they just can't help themselves, where it just is obvious. So we're going to get into the looks. First, let's get into where they're from. So Kelly Price is 48. I don't see where I got... okay, so Akbar is 31, but as I showed you, they got her looking a little bit older than, 31. Let's be honest.
Nobody put their hands on me.
Like, just look a little bit older than that, okay?
I'm cool.
I'm older than 31. So are y'all kidding me with this? You know what I'm saying? I'm a couple of years older than 31. So are y'all kidding me with her being 31? Or is it a joke? Is this a joke? 31? That's an old 31, okay? But it's because she probably most likely is actually 48, like Kelly Price. And Kelly Price is from Queens. That's a corrupt city. All of the corrupt people come from Queens. We got Nicki Minaj. We got 50 Cent. We got that crazy lady that disappeared. That's pretends she loves the kids, and most likely she's selling them from the border. What was that lady name? With MREC, I forget. The one I think was Mary J. Blige, but she's not. She's more like Waka Flocka's mom. But anyway, forget her. So all the Queens is definitely compromised. They know what they're doing over there. Not every single body, but majority of people from Queens is West Indian descent. Jamaican, all kinds of descents of that. And, you know, that's the people that are helping assist to be here because they're not really from here. So this is the game they have to play. This is the magician game. So, of course, Kelly Price may be born in Queens, but she resides in Atlanta. Just like Akbar. Akbar is supposed to be the queen of Atlanta, of rapper. And look at her story. They say she endured a rough childhood growing up in Cleveland Ave, including experiencing drug addiction, sexual abuse, the death of her mother, and having survived a gunshot wound to the head. And of course, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, her cousin is Candy Burris, which we all know Candy Burris' brother died tragically. All these people are corrupt. They are into sacrificing so they can, if they did not do any sacrifices, they will not be anywhere where they want to try to get. So they have to start taking people out or pretending that they're getting shot in the head and all kinds of weird things. Drug addiction, sex slave is there. Everything is there. All the makings of these puppets. So, yeah, she's from Atlanta. They all are from Atlanta. They always move out there. And we're going to look at them side by side. Let's remember that Akbar, her nose might look a little bit smaller, but her chin and everything is there. Everything is the same. They just heavily make up her and put wigs lower, on her head. But everything is there, okay? The weight loss, everything is there. All right? Yeah, don't you see when I showed you in the video of Akbar how her eye, like she looks a little bit older, just like this picture right here of Kelly Price. If you look at that video that I showed you, it's no different. And then right here they look just like identical twins. I mean, I don't see how you don't see it here. This is exactly, I got like a video of them playing, and I'm going to show you the video of them talking at the same time. Okay, have the same exact smile and teeth. Everything is there. This is when they were bigger. Okay, look at the chins. The broad chins are there with the it's like a crease in the chin. Like she has like a crease in the chins. It's all there, okay? I don't come to play with you guys. I come to bring light to these situations, all right? Because hopefully one day we could cancel them all. That is the point. The point is to cancel this. Because what is the point of this sideshow clownery? I don't get it. I don't really go to the circus no more. That's for kids. Tricks is for kids. We need to cancel them because they are trying to infiltrate your children. They are trying to infiltrate younger people. When I was younger, I fell for all this stuff. So older people need to take responsibility and say, hey, don't watch none of this crap, this garbage. Because these people are nuts. And only thing they want you to do is become nuts and sit around and not, do much productive things with your life and become or have, because they don't want you there. They want to be there. They want to be in those big homes and all those luxuries that they get, and they're not even from this country. So let's get into them talking alike and sounding alike.
You need a stylist to come help us out.
Okay.
So I hear you got flyaways. Excuse me. You need a stylist to come help us out.
See, with Akbar, of course, she's going to have more of a different personality because she is playing an acting gig role of more of a ghetto girl or whatever. So she's turning it up here. And with Kelly Price, she's more laid back and reserved because she's not, this is a duality role. I don't have really too many clips of them talking for long. So as you can see, Akbar look like she's wearing like some type of like too much makeup, probably some silicone added to her somewhere. Try to make her nose look a little smaller with a lot of makeup and couture. But everything is there.
First off, I never even knew your friend was a rapper.
Like, as you can see, they talk with their head. They shake their head a lot. And they do the same exact kind of, like, talk. It's there if you pay attention. Okay, so I looked up if Kelly Rowland have children. Because Akbar got a bunch of kids. And we're going to get to her next. because Akbar is a fake character. She's not even a real character. And we're going to get to her children as well. But they said Kelly Rowland has 2 children. So I tried to look at the 2 kids. And I mean, I don't see any resemblance of... I think they just give these kids to them. They try to find people that look like them or whatever from the same countries or whatever, throw them in here. Because if you look at these people, I'm like... I just don't see the resemblance where it's like, oh, we could see it. Or if so, they mix the bloods where it looks like one person but never looks like both. And then, as you can see, this guy right here is supposed to be the father of the 2 kids. I mean, whatever. If you see it, whatever. But he could have, like, the thing is, the son could have at least took on the chin or some type of trait. But it's nothing there. It's nothing there. It's just, he just looks like himself, okay? And they had the nerve to call him Junior. Like, okay. Yeah, there he goes. Monkey backs. This is what they do. The guerrilla gangs of, the Planet of the Apes area of Asia, African Asiatic people harassing us, won't leave us alone. And they come over here and live great lives. Look at her. She got the chin, I guess. Like, I don't know. There's supposed to be a daughter. Daughter looks older than her. Okay? So that's her 2 children. And let's get into Akbar's children, okay? It looked like he's trying to throw something up with their little fingers. Like, I don't know. Of course, he got the black and white on. She's not even dressed up in no suit, but yet he is. Maybe it could be an occasion for him. But even if it's an occasion for him, would you really come with a flannel shirt? Like, so the fact that they are dressed not alike, like, out of tense, it doesn't make any sense to me. But they said that this lady doesn't even have any of her children because she has no real children. This is a fake character. She's playing a role saying she's a proud mother of 5. Okay, she's a proud mother. I don't know how she's proud if she doesn't have any custody of any of her children, but whatever. Like, what's to be proud of? But she's probably proud that listen, this is a fake character. So she doesn't have any children. That's the point. That's why she doesn't have any custody of them, because she don't have no real children. They just threw this little kid in there, okay? And people be like, oh, he looked like this. I could get a bunch of kids that look like this and put her next to them, okay? So don't get fooled by that. So they say Akbar is a proud mother of 5 with her boyfriend. She has not disclosed the identity of her children because she doesn't have any. One of her children, Duque, wants to be a rapper like his mother. In an interview, she says she doesn't have any custody of her children. They say last year, Akbar revealed that she has 5 children with 5 different baby daddies, but none of them are in her custody. Instead, they are all now living with relatives, not even with the father, but with just people, just living with family, as the star receives assistance from her cousin Candy to get her life together. Like, what kind of assistance does she get from Candy? Because Candy's supposed to be worth so much money. Can't Candy just put her in a good spot so she can get them goddamn kids? But anyway, this is a fake storyline. Candy is her intro into the love and hip-hop field. Candy is a singer, so it also connects back to the Kelly Rowland situation. I don't know how y'all guys don't see the connections, but I do. That's all I really have on these scammer skeezers. Like, share, and subscribe. Like it as much as you can, because we want to get the information out. So I don't understand how people could see all of the videos that I've done, all the connections, all the similarities, all the it's obvious that if they're not twins, in my opinion, the same person, but if they're not twins, and when I say twins, maybe like the sister and sister type twins where they didn't know they were related, then one day they just bump into each other and be like, hey, we look alike, because they're making them out of an incubator factory using a certain genochrome, like, and they're from the same line of like A1.53, egg, and they're both A.135 egg mixed with whatever, and then boom, you got these twins. Or if not, then they're obviously related somehow, first cousins. I don't know. I'm going with the surrogate twins or the same person playing the role, because everything looks very masky on her. She looks, too overdone to hide, and then they always make this one bland. That's the trick that they always pull. But if not, first cousins, same country, I don't know, like same immigrant country they're from, because they, you tend to look like people where you're from. So that's all I really have. Try your best to cancel these people. Try not to watch. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't even watch TV at all. As you can see, I'm doing videos because I'm not watching any shows that come on Sundays. I'm not watching any of these shows. I try to watch YouTube. YouTube is starting to slack because it's not really much to watch anymore on YouTube. I hope more people start to make more truth videos, or, give us some videos of maybe their personal lives, some blogging videos that don't seem scammy and thirsty, like where you're just out for $1 or whatever the case may be. Like, I just like to watch more real stuff in real life, not no fake reality things like what Young Pharaoh and them are doing with the fake beef and the constant threats of court and police, and it's always getting dropped because it's fake anyway. And how many police will let you do so many reports like this? But obviously it's because they are affiliated with the government, and they are knowing that, they're all a part of it. The police coming to his home, not going inside, not giving him a hard time like they would do anybody. It just shows you that they're all a part of the game, and they are well aware of who those people are. So like I said, cancel them. Cancel as much people as you can. The ones that I've been posting, please don't follow them on any media outlets, like Instagram, Facebook. Don't follow them on TikTok. Just try to cancel these people and follow real people So people like these has-been celebrities can know that we're just fed up and tired of them and their circus act, and let them pack it up and go back to wherever the hell, they got all the circus acts from, which is Asian land. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, like it as much as you can so it could get the word could get spreaded out, and enjoy the rest of you guys' night.